Buenas noches. Are you ready to learn of the science behind ERTIA? Well, my name is Lane Duval, and I'm a research scientist with Amway, and I am excited to be here tonight to talk to you about a brand new hair care line that we developed specifically for Latin America called ERTIA. We know you'll love, because with ERTIA, dare to show enviable hair. We'll have 3 shampoos and 3 conditioners. We'll have a shampoo and conditioner for hair that's dry and damaged. And we'll have a shampoo and conditioner for hair that's frizzy, curly, or unruly. And we'll have a shampoo and conditioner for all hair types, but especially for mixed hair, hair that's oily at the roots and dry at the ends. All of the ERTIA shampoo, conditioners, and future treatment products are formulated for your specific hair needs. They contain naturally derived cleansing and conditioning agents. They have a common technology theme throughout them called the Quattressentials complex, and I'll talk to you more about that a little bit later. They have a common fragrance throughout the line, a fragrance that was developed specifically for Latin America by Latin American perfumers. They're all mild to the hair and scalp. In fact, we have a patent-pending technology that uses shiso and aloe to help soothe the scalp and also moisturize the hair. And we also have botanicals, fantastic botanicals from all over the world, including the Amazon rainforest. Now, before I talk about ERTIA, the products and the claims associated with them, we need to understand a little bit more about the hair. Now, I'll bet you didn't realize that there was so much detail to a single hair fiber. Now, around the outside of the hair fiber, we have the cuticle. And this is 8 to 10 layers thick of these these flat cuticle cells which overlap each other like shingles on a roof. Now, this is your protective layer of your hair. It protects what's called the inner cortex of the hair. And the cortex is composed of these long fibrous bundles, or long fibrous tubular cells that are bundled together. And in the cortex, we have most of the hair's, if not all of the hair's, strength, moisture content, elasticity, and also melanin, which is the natural color of your hair. Now, around all of the cortical cells and underneath all the cuticle cells, we have what's called the cell membrane complex. And this is a sticky glue-like material that's composed of proteins in the form of amino acids and also lipids such as ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. And this is, as I mentioned, this is that glue that holds all these cells together. Now, on the very outside of the cuticle, we have a component, an ingredient called 18-MEA, or 18-methyl-eicosanoic acid. This is your first line of defense in your hair. It's bound to the outside of the cuticle and is actually part of the cell membrane complex, but it's what gives hair its smoothness, its shine, its initial protection. And that's all we're going to talk about, the hair fiber, right now. So why is ERTIA such an important part of your daily hair care routine? Well, many of your simple daily hair care routines are very damaging to your hair. And I'm going to show you, give you some examples. Every time you blow dry your hair, you use a curling iron, you straighten your hair, you're giving heat, a lot of heat to the surface of your hair, and that's damaging your proteins. That's damaging the proteins that give strength to the hair and moisture and elasticity. Every time you comb your hair, that's physical abrasion. You're damaging that outer cuticle. And you only have 8 to 10 layers of those cuticle cells. When they're gone, those long fibrous cortical cells begin to split off. And that's where you get split ends towards the end of your hair. You have nothing holding them together. So you need to protect that cuticle from abrasion. Washing. Every time you wash your hair, you're washing out those essential fatty acids, that cell membrane complex, that glue, that 18-MEA is getting washed off. Chemical treatments, hair dyes, bleaching your hair, all are very damaging. They force those cuticle cells to uplift so that those active ingredients can penetrate even deeper, further damaging your hair. And of course, sunlight and pollution all form free radicals which can break down, damage the proteins in the hair that give hair its strength. So ERTIA's main technology in all the shampoos and conditioners provide those essential elements your hair needs for repair and protection. In fact, ERTIA contains what is called the quadraessentials complex. It contains 4 key ingredients, those essential amino acids and fatty acids that your hair needs for moisture and to help restore its natural defense system. In fact, we have that same 18-MEA found naturally in your hair in our product that helps, and it binds to the outside of the hair fiber with every use. And also we have shisu and aloe, as I mentioned before, which is a patented technology to help soothe the scalp, make the products more mild, and also moisturize the hair. This is a diagram of just where all the components of the quadraessential complex goes. The aloe and shisu on the surface of the scalp, but can also add moisture to the hair. The amino acids penetrate deep into the cortex of your hair to help restore that damaged protein and also moisture to the hair. And that 18-MEA bonds to the outside of the cuticle to help protect it against physical abrasion. We also have natural ingredients to help address your specific hair needs, such as pequi oil, which is rich in essential fatty acids. They provide strength and help repair damaged hair. Mango seed extract, rich in vitamins, amino acids, antioxidants to help nourish and condition your hair. Great for frizzy hair. Muro muro, great moisturizer for the hair and the scalp, and helps regulate water-lipid balance in the skin. Honey. We have a modified honey extract that moisturizes and conditions the hair and helps control frizz. And cupuaçu is rich in phytosterols to help regulate lipid and moisture levels. And olive leaf extract, excellent in antioxidants, contains a lot of antioxidants, helps protect the scalp and the hair. We also have a naturally derived cleansing agent from babassu to gently cleanse damaged, brittle hair. And finally, maracuja, rich in linoleic acid and vitamins, helps regulate sebum production, helps control the sebum production. The shampoo and conditioner for hair that's dry and damaged. Now, the formulas contain pequi oil and vitamins E and B5 to help restore hair that's dry and damaged from chemical treatments and environmental stress. They gently clean and they gently condition with naturally derived phyto-cleansing and phyto-conditioning agents from coconut, babassu, and pequi oil. They promote healthy-looking hair. Hair is easy to comb, easy to style, and also hair looks shiny. Now, how do we know that it's restoring the hair back to its natural, healthy state? How do we know that it's repairing the hair? Well, in the laboratories, we have what's called the scanning electron microscope. This is a high-powered microscope that can take images of the hair at over 1,000 times magnification. And as you can see on the left, we have damaged hair. This is hair that I bleached, hair that I subjected to a very high pH. And as you can see, the top and the bottom image, that hair is very damaged. The cuticle cells are uplifted. There's broken debris all over the surface of the hair. I then cut that hair in half, and I treated the other half with ERTIA shampoo for hair that's dry and damaged. And look at the results on the right. It has repaired this hair. It has smoothed that cuticle back down, taken all the, washed all the broken debris off from the surface. This hair is now healthy. This hair is shiny. It's been restored back to its natural healthy state. Just one treatment with ERTIA. And we also have the same thing with the conditioner, the shampoo followed by the conditioner. In fact, the conditioner left a nice smooth film on the outside of the hair to help smooth the hair down, to help protect the hair from physical abrasion. Now, how do we know that after using the ERTIA products, the hair is easier to comb, the hair is smoother? We also have what's called a diastron machine that has a comb attached to it. And what the comb does is it runs along the hair, a swatch of hair that's been treated with a control and treated with ERTIA. And what it does is it measures the resistance, the force, in grams force that it takes to run that comb along the length of the hair. As we get towards the end of the hair swatch, the hair has a tendency to detangle. So we can also get resistance to tangling as well after treating the hair with our products. And what we found is that after just one treatment with the ERTIA shampoo, compared to a control shampoo, the hair had over a 7% reduction in combing force and almost a 20% reduction in 20% resistance to tangling. But if you used a conditioner, a shampoo followed by the conditioner, we had over a 90% reduction in combing force and detangling. And this is why it is so important to use conditioners followed by shampoos, because this is where you get the most smoothing, the most conditioning, the most protection in your product. And women, if you don't want to use a conditioner all throughout your hair, just use it on the middle lengths to the ends, because this is where your hair is most damaged. That's where you need it most. This is where you're going to get the most protection. And we also have another type of combing machine. We call this our hair torture combing machine. What it has is 8 wheels or 8 combs attached to a wheel. And this runs through a swatch of hair, damaging the hair, physically damaging the hair. And what we want to show with this instrument is how protected the surface of the hair is, and also resistant to breaking and percent strength we can all get from this combing machine. And what we found by measuring the amount of broken hair on the bottom of the combing machine after combing with the control compared to combing with hair that was treated with the ERTIA products, we found a 250% improvement in strength after using ERTIA shampoo and conditioner. And this is huge. This is big. The ERTIA products actually improve the resistance to breaking of the hair. We also did a consumer test with the shampoo and conditioner for hair that's dry and damaged among Latin American consumers, and we got great results. When we compared, or we measured the percent of panels that agreed with a specific claim, we had all high ratings for gently cleanses and gently conditions hair, promotes healthy looking hair, easy to comb, easy to style, hair feels soft and shiny. All great results that are with the consumer test, and this is very important. Next, I'd like to talk about the ERTIA shampoo and conditioner for curly hair, hair that's wavy, unruly, or can be frizzy. Claims are refresher curls with a special formula containing a blend of mango, cupuaçu, phytantriol, and moisturizing honey. Helps tame frizzy hair while defining and moisturizing curls. Leaves hair feeling soft, looking healthy, and gently cleanses and conditioners with naturally derived cleansing and conditioning agents from coconut and babassu. Now, how do we know that it controls frizzy hair, reduces the frizz in the hair? Well, if you look at the frizzy hair in the upper left-hand corner, on the upper left, you can see that's hair that's very frizzy. When that hair was subjected to 85% relative humidity for 4 hours, if you look right below it, look at how that hair frizzed out. That's what moisture does to your hair. It frizzes it right out. We then treated that swatch of hair with just a basic shampoo. And you can see second one over, it's reduced that frizz somewhat. There's some curl definition. But when that same hair swatch was subjected to 85% relative humidity for 4 hours, the frizz just came right back again. It lost its curl definition. However, when that hair was treated with ERTIA Perfect Curl Shampoo, it reduced the frizz by up to 25%. And shampoo and conditioner, it reduced the frizz by over 35%. And you can see the swatches are even shorter showing that there's more curl definition in the swatch of hair. And if you look right below, when subjected to 85% humidity for 4 hours, yeah, they kind of poofed out a little bit, but that curl definition was still there, showing that not only did we reduce frizz in the hair, but we controlled it with humidity. We also had great consumer test results on a number of panels that agreed with the claims. Refreshing curls, hair felt moisturized, soft, shiny, and gently cleanses hair. Finally, I'd like to talk about the ERTIA shampoo and conditioner for mixed hair. Hair that can be oily at the roots and dry at the ends. And this is kind of your basic all-around shampoo as well, your everyday use shampoo. Now, the formula contains a unique blend of murro, vitamin E, and phytantriol, combined with naturally derived phytocleansing and phytoconditioning agents from coconut and murro to help balance moisture and gentle cleansing of the hair and scalp. It increases moisture without weighing the hair down, leaving hair feeling soft, looking healthy. Hair feels smooth, and also it contains that murro oil, which helps control sebum production. And here I have an image of just how sebum is produced. You have what's called, in the dermis of the skin, the sebaceous gland, which is adjacent to a hair follicle. And it secretes oil. The oil is secreted into the follicle, which then runs up the hair fiber to the surface of the scalp and eventually along the hair shaft, giving hair an oily appearance. Different people produce different amounts of sebum, giving some people, drier scalp and other people oilier scalp. And murro just helps normalize that oil production. We tested 50 hairs for control and 50 after treating with ERTIA shampoo and conditioner. And the way that what we're measuring is a combination of that force to break and elasticity, and that's called work or toughness, how resistant the hair was to breaking. And after one treatment, what we found is that there was a 14% increase in overall toughness of the hair. Now, we also wanted to show how well the hair could hold on to moisture when dehydrated. And what we use for this is our dynamic vapor absorption instrument. And what it is it's a modified humidity chamber. It's just a humidity chamber box with a very small microbalance in the center of it. And what this balance does is it measures very, very small, subtle changes in a small bundle of hair that's subjected to humidity and then dehydrated. So we compared a control, hair treated with a control shampoo, to hair treated with ERTIA for mixed hair. And what we found is that at a lower humidity, the hair that was treated with ERTIA could hold on to moisture better than the control shampoo, showing that ERTIA could control moisture, could hold on to moisture better. So in summary, ERTIA products were able to help repair hair's outer cuticle, as you saw in the scanning electron microscope images. We could leave hair smooth and easy to comb, as you saw with the combing machine. And we could strengthen and protect hair, as you saw with the diastron instrument and the wheel of torture. You saw that we could reduce and control frizz with the frizzy hair study. We also could balance the moisture in the hair, and we also left hair shiny and looking healthy, as you saw with the consumer test results. So in closing, I say, with ERTIA, dare to show enviable hair. Gracias.